What is going on, guys? Your boy here, Everyday Bitcoin, back here with another video, man. Um, what I want to tell you guys, I really just kind of want to share um, what I've learned about saving $10,000 and beyond. People, I think of $10,000, right, as, you know, something after that, it's like you've made it almost. Especially in America nowadays. If you have $10,000, you're not rich, but you're doing fairly well than everybody. Um, but as somebody who's made that and who's made more, I want to tell you what it at least feels like. Um, so I didn't grow up rich. I mean, not that you guys know that, but I mean, for me, it's like, yeah, I didn't. So, but either way, um, finally finding a job. I'm age 28. Finding a job that was gonna pay me well and do good. So that was nice. Making 4,000 a month after taxes, um, coming into the bank account, right? So it's like you're gonna stack cash unless your bills are super high. Mine wasn't. Um, but I did run into some problems. So when you first start making good money, um, I thought I wanted to buy a nice car, and I have a nice car now, but the way I went about it was all wrong. If you want a nice car, that's fine, but that doesn't mean you should go buy a Porsche. Um, I had the bright idea of buying a broken down Porsche, getting it fixed up, and just like having a nice car at the end. I would suggest real quick, if you want a nice car, if that's in your head, and you're like, yeah, I want a nice car. Um, I would say buy one for around $5,000 or $6,000, completely sorted. Everything's fine. I wouldn't buy beaters, and I also wouldn't buy cars either you're gonna fix up or that are luxury. So that's just real quick. I won't get into that because that's gonna throw me off in a whole nother tangent. Just stay away from cars that aren't sorted completely. Okay, but after you start making money, you're like, okay, a couple thousand bank account, cool, cool, cool. You could save your way to $10,000, which is what, like, I think it's like $27 a day. You got to save like maybe 7,500 a month. I mean, what am I saying? 750 a month. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe like 800. Yeah, probably about 800 bucks a month. Now, you could do that. That's not the way I saved $10,000. Now, my method unorthodox, it's just how I took my method. I started buying Bitcoin, I'd say my whole situation's a little strange. So before I started buying Bitcoin, I like a lot of small altcoins, because that's what I did because I didn't have too much money. And I figured, hey man, might as well put in these small coins to get my bag up. One of them did pop off. That was pretty cool. I didn't hop back in because I thought it was a scam, but I made some money. I also have been rug pulled, so there's your information right there. But I realized as I started buying Bitcoin and my balance started to go up. I was hovering around 9,000. Things would go up, things would go down. I was really trying to just break that 10,000 threshold. That was my first goal. I end up not, don't do this, but I'm saying this is what I did, just saying. I used to gamble on some of these sites with crypto, and I actually did hit. So that pushed me to 10,000, and ended up getting off, and I was just thinking to myself like, wow, I got $10,000. That's so crazy. But immediately I realized it didn't really make me feel that much better. Like, it was cool knowing I had the money, right? But as far as my overall happiness, I was like, why don't I feel happier? I almost feel like nothing. Strangest feeling ever. It's like, dude, it's almost like you get no you get no satisfaction from money, right? So I hit, but it didn't matter because at the end of the day, none of this matters, you know? And I think that's the problem people don't realize. And I understand because I've been the guy with a couple $100 in my bank account. And like at that point, yeah, $10,000 would make you feel a lot better because you'd be able to pay bills off. You would get back on track, clean yourself up. You'd be nice. But I will tell you, that only goes for so long. I would say a solid 3, 4 days later, seriously, 3, 4 days later, you're going to be kind of used to it. It's not really, you're not going to know how to feel about it. You know, it's like, yeah, I got $10,000, but why don't I feel happier? I just know I have it. You know, it's almost a good feeling that you know you have it, but you're not really getting satisfaction from the $10,000. So I just want to let you know that. So when it happens, you won't be like, damn, why don't I feel better? Or why don't I, why am I not happier? It's because like, dude, it's not going to work. That's the wrong place to look for happiness. And me and my brother always used to have this joke. It's like, we always say like, I'm trying to get $30,000 before the bull run. And as somebody who's actually completed that now, doesn't matter. I don't know. It's very strange. And I'll tell you this. Although I haven't hit $100,000, once I hit $100,000, well, I already know what to expect. It's going to feel like when I hit $10,000. But other people might not know that. So basically what I'm telling you is money doesn't matter. It's not really going to change your life. I would say if you have less than $10,000, $10,000 will change your life. But very quickly after that, after you adjust, it's not going to really do anything. And after that point, actually, is where it doesn't matter. So there's your information. Now, I will tell you, if you still, everybody should strive to at least get $10,000 so you know what it feels like. So you get that empty feeling. So then you're like, nah, I'm not going to pursue this, I would recommend, if you're really broke and you only have like $150 to play with, I would buy smaller cap coins. Now, you can buy Bitcoin, but you're gonna need at least, if you're not rocking, if you can't amass $1,000, then I probably would stay away from Bitcoin. I just know how the average person is. So you'd be better off maybe buying Ethereum, maybe some Avalanche or some Chainlink. What's another good one? Really, I would just say play around with it. What I personally would do is probably put small amounts in every one. Maybe just $5 in every one. Or like that's how I would do it. Especially for a beginner, but you're gonna have to continuously do this. And every time you're saving that $800, you gotta put that in investments. And what that'll do is around the 1 year mark, you will get to $10,000, but you may have only put in, let's see, maybe like 7, or maybe you put in like 6, and that'll speed up your time frame. But I'm here to let you know, once you end up getting the $10,000, you're gonna be somewhat disappointed in how little it actually changed your life. And to some degree, I wish I had known that. But knowing me, I probably still would have chased the money. So I'm not saying you got to stop chasing money. But what I am saying is it's not going to give you the satisfaction you're looking for. So you're going to have to look elsewhere. And that's what I'm starting to do. I'm starting to look elsewhere, and I have $30,000+. So what I'm telling you is you can get trapped in pursuing money. And I'm here to tell you, man, whatever void you're trying to fill, it's not gonna work, you know? And that's where I came up short. I came up short in thinking that if I had more money than everybody else, and I probably still don't, you know? Another topic at hand, but I just thought that it was gonna make a bigger difference than it actually did. And I'm disappointed because we spend our whole life chasing this thing that doesn't even really bring us happiness. But if you don't have any money, you'll never know until you reach that. So I understand why somebody with $200 wants to grind it out. Because at that point, yeah, money's gonna help you. I'm telling you now, after $10,000, it's not gonna work anymore. So that's where you gotta pivot, you know? And hey, I guess I'm living proof that just because you have money doesn't mean you're the happiest person in the world, you know? So just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on that. And I would recommend making money, maybe finding someone to spend your life with, and leave all the grinding out to the insane people like me, because it's not what it's cracked up to be, man. All right, guys.